And that was Moonlight from the Slamming Doors off of their Rooster album. I'm your host, Simply C, and I'm hanging out in the studio with Adam and then his friend. I need to turn on microphones. His friend Brian was kind enough to stop in, and now he's sitting down too.
Yeah.
So, now, Moonlight, you said, Adam, that that took you 15 years to write, and it's kind of a longer song, and it just keeps getting added to.
Yeah. I mean, it keeps getting changed and added, and really it could have been done 15 years ago probably, but I just kept changing it.
Just kept moving on.
Yeah.
Now, you said something before that it's kind of a generic song. What do you mean by
It
that?
was just in my mind. That was a silly thing to say. In my head, the way I write songs are, I like to write these linear kind of songs. You know, I don't like to write repetitive songs. You know, I will write a song that has two verses and they're in the front, and then the rest of the song, you'll never hear the same verse again, the same part again.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, part B, part C, part D. And so in my mind, that's kind of like the standard cookie cutter song that I write, I guess. And not so much generic, but it's got two verses, a chorus, and then a bridge, and then a other bridge, and then an outro, and then just weird things.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, all right. So it's very like chorus line,
Right.
guitar solo,
Right.
chorus line, done.
Right.
Song. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Great. And now Brian actually played with you last night at
last night.
Tycoons.
Mm-hmm.
How was that for you, sir?
That was a good time.
Yeah.
No complaints. We had, I think we had one of the better shows in the area last night.
Mm.
There's a bunch of great bands, of course, but we had Nathan Miller and the Unstoppables, and I did a little,
the cities,
came up from the cities, and then we had a right mix of the Iron Range, and then I'm a Duluth guy, and I kind of did my thing, and it was just a good, it's a good all-around show.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that came stayed all night, which is pretty uncommon, I guess, you know, playing, to stay there for 4 hours.
Yeah, they were kicking them out at the end.
Hang out, and
Kicking people out.
I've never seen that happen at Tycoons before. I guess that was an experience.
Yeah. Kicking us out.
Oh, jeez.
No.
No, I've heard Last Call, but yeah, never. You guys gotta leave.
We got the last chance.
Yep.
They gave us a last chance.
Now, Brian, you kind of play more acoustic sets.
Well, I play with a band as well. It's called Brian Old's Band,
Mm-hmm.
which most of the time it's we have a drummer, Matthew Groom, and bass player John Favell, and a lot of the time guys will come in and out of the group depending on the show and what it calls for. But at the same time, I'll do a lot of solo stuff as well. I can go meet Adam up on the sawmill,
Yeah.
and open up and then play a couple songs with them, and it just works out just about right to split it up, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brian actually played with us on our CD release for that album, our CD release party.
All right,
His
sounds
band.
good. The one that I've dubbed the Homegrown Chicken.
The chicken album.
The chicken album. KFC.
Yeah, I know, I'm getting hungry.
Oh, I had to plug fast food there.
Edit that out.
Chicken spur.
Chicken spur, which is actually just right down the road.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Good thing I haven't been there in years.
The chicken spur?
I haven't been down
Never
there.
even heard of it.
Well,
Good chicken?
One day you'll
Alright.
experience it.
One day.
Can't wait.
maybe in 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm losing track. I haven't had coffee today.
Oh, yeah.
This is ridiculous. Now, how did you guys meet? Adam, you said that you kind of met the band just through different people and things like that. Was that the same in meeting Brian?
Yeah, well, it was one of those things that Matt, our drummer Matt, who his drummer is Matt as well, so I don't want to confuse. But, we were thinking, well, let's try and meet some bands, let's find some people to play with. And he would go through and we would just look up bands on the internet. And so we contacted Brian, said, hey, we're doing the CD release. And they came up and had a good time and just kind of kept in touch, kept playing together. If you find musicians that you enjoy playing with, then you just keep playing with them. I mean, there's a lot of times that Brian will come up and play with us, and we'll do some songs together and kind of jam. And I think we made our way through No Diggity, No Doubt
Yes.
a couple nights ago, strangely.
Hopefully, nobody ever records those ones.
Yeah, we probably won't do that again. But it was very fun, though. And just things like that make a night that much more exciting.
All right. So when you guys do actually get up on stage together, since I have you both in the studio right now,
Sure.
Is it very much so a back and forth between the two of you, or is it kind of just one will take the lead and the other will follow?
Yeah, depends.
Mostly, I think it comes down to
It's communication.
show and what we're playing. If we're playing one of Adam's songs, I'm probably just going to sit back and do what I can to make it a little bit better. I think it's the same way as far as when we play mine. But I've had a chance to play actually a couple of my originals with the full band and just hearing them. Not too difficult of songs, but very open for interpretation. So everyone can throw their own mix in there. And they have a pretty cool setup as far as pedal steel, and they have a great lead player, and they're just a good all-around band. It's nice to hear your songs played by other people as well, because it just changes them a little bit. And maybe they'll turn into a new song, down the road. But it's interesting.
Yeah.
That's what I love. I love that, though, the improvising. I love that. That's my bread and butter. Definitely.
All right. Good. All the way around. Now, Adam, how actually did you get interested in guitar playing? Was it, just kind of through high school, or?
Yeah, actually, it's funny. It's because I played piano when I was a kid, so I've always kind of liked to play music. But I was cutting the grass at my folks, and I was like 14, and I was listening to Red Rocks, Dave Matthews Band live at Red Rocks cassette that somebody borrowed me, and I've never heard it or anything before. And so I stopped cutting the grass and went inside and asked my folks to buy me a guitar. They're like, no, we're not buying a guitar. So I just refused to finish cutting the grass until they did. And they got one. Sure enough, my mom went out and bought a guitar that day. A cheap little Samick electric guitar or something, but just kind of kept playing it.
Oh, okay. So you did actually start out on electric then?
Yeah.
There you go. Right.
Thank goodness I switched to acoustic. I'm a terrible electric player. I don't like amps. I don't like any buttons. I don't like any of it.
I tried my hand at electric guitar for years. Never worked out.
No?
Nope. Never.
Did you go to the acoustic?
I did. And then I went and I bought an Ovation over in Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
And brought that
Oh, nice.
back.
A Scottish Ovation.
Yeah. Guitar still hasn't clicked in my mind. I've been at it for 8 years. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Too.
Probably not. Probably won't ever. But this is why I'm having you guys in, so you can be the phenomenal guitarist.
Should have Pat in. He's a heck of a good guitar player.
Yeah, we'll bring much better guitar players.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a good faker.
Okay. We'll have a room of guitar players.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. I learned that the best way to make people think that I'm really, really good at guitar is I'll just start hitting it really hard. I'll just start playing really hard, and it works. People are like, "Whoa, that was awesome!" But I wasn't even playing a chord. I was just hitting the guitar really hard.
Oh no, the secret's out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you sure?
I got a band now. Edit that out, will you? Thanks.
Ken, if you really want me to. No. Okay.
Oh no, let me live with my mistakes.
All right, there you go. Now, track 4, Move So Slow. That's kind of Move So Slow.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the angle you were going for on that one, or is
Kinda, yeah. That's another sissy song, I guess.
a sissy song? Would you stop calling your songs sissy songs?
I like it. I like sissy music. What can I say?
Okay.
No,
Now I have to ask this question.
It's got some muscle in it.
Give me your example of a sissy song.
Move So Slow.
Well, not
No, I don't know. I just, that's the songs we all kind of have. The songs all get dubbed their nicknames at practice, and that's the sissy song, is what it is. Because
I thought Old Photographs.
that was my sissy song.
Okay, that was your sissy.
We never practiced that one.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Are there
Most of
any-
them have cuss words in them as their names, so
Ah.
actually, so I can't say that on the radio.
Oh, okay. Yep. Thank you. Thank you for not saying that,
Right.
because then I'd have to stop it right now and be like, "Get out." No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't throw you out. I might if you got too crazy.
No, I won't.
See, so this is the number 4 track off of your Rooster album, Move So Slow. Adam and Brian is in the studio. He kind of joined us a little later. He's a completely different artist, not in this band. Does play with them, though, quite
Yeah.
a bit, it
At
sounds.
times, yes.
All right, sounds good. And this is 91.3 KUWS right here in Superior.
Without a warning,
And that was the Slamming Doors off of their Rooster album, and that was their song number 4, Move So Slow. And Adam, the lead singer from the Slamming Doors, is here, and his buddy Brian is in, who's a musician in his own right. Thank you guys
Brian Olds.
so much for coming in. And to kind of wrap things up here, what's the community like in your own sense? Brian, you've lived up here and kind of grew up here in Duluth, and Adam, you've moved here.
Yeah. Well, the music scene up here is awesome. There's so much camaraderie, and just everybody goes to each other's shows, and that's kind of what I've said that before. Coming up here as an outsider, it was so easy to get plugged into the music scene up here because everybody's so welcoming. There's no haters. I know, like Rich Mattson, we were talking about Sparta Sound earlier. He was one of the first people I contacted just because of who he is, just get an idea of what to do or how to go about it, and he was just never been shy to help me out. He's always a phone call away. He's always got ideas, and just a great guy, great scene. And I'm sure Brian would say the same. I mean,
Right.
with the scene.
With the Duluth Superior music scene?
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
my thoughts on are we have a lot. Duluth and Superior is just an interesting place. Same with the Iron Range, same with Hibbing, same with Babbitt. And when you put the whole community together, I've been fortunate enough. Adam, he's from Missouri, got to be in Denver, play quite a bit of shows and see that music scene. And I was in Detroit for a long time as well. You see a little bit more of, as I think Adam was saying, camaraderie. There's not as much, I guess you can say, in some of the bigger places or metropolitans. But up north, everybody knows who's writing. Everyone knows what they're writing, and there's cover bands, there's original bands. But I'm just impressed in how many people are willing to write and give it a shot. Up here, it's interesting to me because it goes just down the line between Duluth and Superior. Everyone wants to write something. Everyone has something to say, and it's pretty neat to see everybody. Like last night.
It's not as scary
to
do it.
Yeah, it's a little different. Everyone's playing original music at Tycoons.
Yeah.
We had a full house, and I mean it was.
Yeah, people are singing along. People are singing the words. They know the songs. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome.
All right. That's a wonderful thing to hear from two wonderful Duluth musicians, and I wish you guys the best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
When you make your other album, you will definitely have to send it to us.
Absolutely,
and we'll get the rest of the guys in here.
Yeah, I would love to get them in here.
Sounds good. And Brian, I will talk to you at a later date, sir.
Absolutely.
All right, sounds good. Thank you both so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks
very much.
This was the 9 o'clock Meltdown, and I was your host, Simply C, here on 91.3 KUWS, right here in Superior. Atmosphere is up next.